Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Ruchakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone, rule well, as well as double honor to their elders. Peace and blessings to 144,000, pushing this world without truth and sincerity, as well as peace and blessings to all the believers of Yahushai. And let me begin by breaking down the names, the true name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. His name is Yahweh. Yah meaning he, Hawa meaning is or exist. He is, he exists. Who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His name is Yahushai. Yah meaning he, Hawashi meaning saves or deliver. He saves, he delivers. These are their true names in the Lashawan Kodash, the holy tongue. Lashawan, language or tongue, Kodash meaning holy. So I just want to do a quick lesson. Going going to a few videos, a couple videos I see, scrolling through social media, regarding the MOTB, how this devil using is gradually, desensitizing the people to be in, to tap, to pay or whatnot, because that's how it's going to be, when you have to get that mark within you. It's going to be, oh, you need to tap this to come in this place. You can tap that. If you want to come over here, go over there. You have to have that RFID microchip within you to tap to get access to all these different things. But let me start by playing the end of this video from Elder Yashawamba, Remnant Save 144, and then we'll get to the rest of the videos. It's Trump speaking on how he so-called think, he had the first good 6 months, and now he's saying, oh, we're going to have a six and another six and another six. And there's no coincidence, no accident that whoever wrote his speech for him, they put it in there purposely, because this is the man who's gonna, that we believe through faith, he's gonna bring in the mark of the beast, and fulfill Revelation 13:16 by making it mandatory, as well as gonna be made mandatory all around the world. The beast, NATO and the EU, they're pushing this mark. Everybody's gonna take this, no matter where you at up on the earth. Let me play this quick portion, and then we get to the other two short videos.
You're gonna see, man, and every idle word is gonna be addressed. Okay, this is the man of sin.
8 years, and we're going to have a lot of good 6 months left. We're going to have a six and another six and another six, so we'll keep going.
And, 666, and this as it says in Revelation 13:18. He who has wisdom, let him hath understanding, count the number of the beast, for is the number of a man, and his number is 600, threescore and six, 666. A score by itself is 20. 3 times 20 is 60. So 660 and 666. But let's get into these two quick videos here. This lady, she's shopping at a Dollar General that's just in the top of some mountains that she says in the middle of nowhere, North Carolina. But let's get into it.
So I wanted to show you all this Dollar General. We went out of town this weekend and stayed at the lodges at Eagle's Nest. It was in Banner Elk, North Carolina.
And so like, yeah, I know they're gonna copyright me for this bitch ass music in the background. This is fair use, fair use. I'm not making no money off of these videos. It's not monetized. It's for educational purposes.
It's on top of this mountain in the middle of nowhere, but it was amazing. So you walk up and it has you scan your card.
Yep. So you gotta walk in before you can get in the door, and the only way you can get in, you gotta tap your credit card, debit card, whatever. Some stupid ass Edomites, they already have, they implanted themselves because they love being a cyborg. That this is the wicked, man. They already got the chip right there. Some of them, they go playing or whatnot. You can dive into that rabbit hole if you want to. Finding Edomites with the chip already in their hand, they using it to buying to pay, make their payments, using it like a credit and debit card.
And it'll unlock the door for you. It also had you type in your phone.
Now you see all these cameras everywhere, and what's going on right now? This whole AI thing. When Trump first came into office, he was seen with three tech billionaires, three CEOs of Sam Altman, Larry, what's that guy named Larry Ellison, I believe, and then Mahayoshi's son. These guys are deep into the AI. Just look at China. The whole social credit system. That's what they want to bring up here in America. Putting cameras everywhere, and it's already getting to that way in America. You got these little black cameras everywhere you're driving. It's capturing your license plates and where you're going. They almost on every damn corner you turn on. So we're getting nearer to the fulfillment of Revelation 13 and 16. They're gonna have to push that mark, 'cause it's gonna be order out of chaos. You know. So let's finish it out.
number so that way you can get your receipt.
There's more cameras everywhere. You know, you can come in here.
But anyway, so you
I'll stop the video again.
walk in and then you literally
Yeah, you can just come in here, as it says, how to shop and go. Just pick up or bag your items. You won't be charged for items you put back. No lines or checkout. It's okay to just walk out. You see, this is cause with the AI tracking you, you know, it's getting so good. You know, they're saying we might be less than 6 months away from artificial general intelligence, or a little bit longer. You have or artificial super intelligence or whatnot. So this AI, it can track everything that you're doing. It can tell accurately if you're picking something up or you put it down, and then not to charge you for it. So at the end of the day, as this prophecy says in Isaiah 19, straight to the point, Isaiah 19 and 15, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. It's gonna get to the point that this damn AI is gonna be taking all the jobs, the robots taking the jobs, automation. You know, they have the shipping docks is getting automated. You know, they don't need people to work those machines. They're just letting the robots do it. AI can handle it. You know, but let's finish this out. I don't think she really gonna say nothing else important.
literally just grab whatever it is that you need. There's cameras all over the ceiling, so like that's what's watching you and like seeing what you take. But yeah, grab it, you walk out, and it will text you your receipt. Like it was so convenient.
And that keyword right there. This is all gonna be for your convenience, and people gonna fall right into it. You know, "Oh, this is convenient. I don't gotta wait no more." You know, these the dumb Babylonians or whatnot. And then seeing another video just scrolling through social media, this Disneyland, you know, this multi-pass BS. You know, it just hit my spirit. You know, more gradualism and desensitizing the people to get used to tapping to enter places and you know and pay for things. So let's play a little quick portion of this video here.
And with Peter Pan and the Darlings.
So that's the first time she tapped. She got some kind of chip within her one of her bracelets or whatnot. You know, she did upgraded her pass to for it to be in her bracelet, and she just to tap to get in.
Thank you. All right, tapped in. My first touch point at Peter Pan Sleigh. They usually have the second one on. I always like to ask, and they do. Hello. Thank you. And now that I've
Yeah, once again, they desensitizing the people, and this is something they introduced last year to Disneyland. And I don't keep up with none of that. Never been, never going. But I just found spiritual that they incorporate in this tap system. Because hey, if you want to go into to Disneyland in the future, you're gonna have to have the MOTB for any of these amusement parks or whatnot. So let's get into the scriptures now and end the lesson. Revelation 13 and 16, it says, "And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." And once again, that he is NATO in the EU, which America is a part of that. America is riding the beast. So you might see America get ready to be the first to make it mandatory in the world. To push this mark. That charagma. Going into that word mark there. Let's go into it. Charagma. What is it? G5480. Charagma. Under outline of biblical usage, it says a stamp, an imprinted mark. Definition 2, thing carved, sculpture, engraving work. Letting you know it's a physical thing they want to do to you. They want, if you're carving something, carving a piece of wood or sculpting, a piece of rock, you have to physically dig into it. Going to the root word from charagma, you have karax, G5482, karax. On the outline of biblical usage, it says a pale or stake, a palisade, and this is going to the delivery instrument they're going to use, that syringe, to put that, that grain of rice within your hand. Then you go to the root word from karax, you have G1125, grapho. On the outline of biblical usage, it says definition 2:4, to write to one, i.e. by writing, to give information, directions. This is a part of that chip's gonna hold all your payment information, your health information, your biometrics, your finger scan, iris scans, your palm scan, all of that type of stuff. So this is what this damn devil's getting ready to push upon the people. But he wants order out of chaos, and it's a good lesson from the elder. You could check it out. He was just going into This guy says 4 civilians, one NYPD officer dead in Manhattan shooting from 15 hours ago. I forget when did it happen. Either a day or two ago. But yeah, they want order out of chaos, and this is just one. Just some. This damn devil could have been an agent provocateur, and as the in this lesson, the elder from GMS Vegas, Elder Karata Zakba, he's going to, he believes that this is just a setup, you know, something for Esau put out there to get people attention off of, him from doing something else wicked. But it's gonna be a lot of chaos that's going to ensue in America in the coming days, and then Esau Edom is gonna come with that solution, All right, the world will be safer if you just get this chip put in you. But let's keep going on. Revelation 13 and 16, I read that again. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So you're not going to be able to buy or sell or participate in this man's society unless you get this chip within you. It says, or the name of the beast, and having the name of the beast is just simply allowing this man to put that grain of rice within you. Now you put Esau Edom's name upon you, the so-called white man. You made him your God. It says, or the number of his name, 666. As we went into. Now let's end it off here in Revelation 3 and 10. It says, red letter Yahweh shall speak, and because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And patience goes into suffering. How do we keep the word of his patience? By doing his work, by having faith, continuing to suffer for the namesake of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, no matter what, even when the persecution coming. So we're going to be kept from the hour of temptation, protected, guarded, watched over carefully by Yahweh Shai and the angels, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, via the angels. They're going to protect the elect. They're going to help feed the elect during the times of Jacob's trouble. And, hey, we're not going to get that, chip, Lord willing, we be that number. Hey, Lord willing, the Heavenly Father don't put it on our spirit to give in. And we're going to be dependent upon Yahweh Bashem Yahushai for the one of all things. We're not going to stay upon Esau Edom anymore, as the scriptures say, but we're going to stay upon Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the Holy One of Israel. It says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And I found this spiritual high, this Dollar Tree was it was just a remote location in the mountains and whatnot. No matter where you are, this damn devil, once you have that chip, you find a store, you think you found something on the mountain, it's out of the way. You have to pay, you could probably pay cash or somebody in there. Nah, there's no workers in there. You're going to have to get in, you have to tap to get in with your credit card or debit card. And in the future, it's going to be a chip, If you don't got that chip, then, well, you can't buy and sell. So let's get that word world there. It says, which shall come upon all the worlds to try them that dwell upon the earth. That word is in the interlinear is oikumene, or oikumene, which means the whole inhabited earth. G3625, oikumene. On the outline biblical usage definition for the inhabitants of the earth, men. So literally the people upon the face of the earth. Everybody's going to be tried in that hour of temptation. Who you going to serve? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You're going to give in to the so-called white man. And that decision is really for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, because you heathens, beginning with Esau Edom, y'all don't have no hope. Might as well go ahead and take it. We'll end it off right here in verse 11. Revelation 3 and 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. So we want to hold fast onto this faith, and the belief in the scriptures, the belief in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, so we can be found faithful in that day, and Yahweh Shai can place a crown upon our heads and say, well done, thou good and faithful servant, for standing stiffly for the name's sake of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But I'm in the lesson right there. Lord willing, was edifying to the point, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Hakodash, double honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well, peace and blessings to 144,000, pushing his word with our truth and sincerity. Shalom.